Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Adams Brothers Podcast. This is a pop-up podcast. Let's chop it up. You know how we do it on our chop-up sessions right here. That's what one of our viewers like to call it, a chop-up session. Let's chop it up. Come on in the room, Facebook and YouTube. We've been interviewing for the last 2 days. We started out yesterday. With 5 p.m. We had Todd Drosky, Vice Mayor Todd Drosky on. And then at 6 p.m. we had the mayor, Bill Gantz. I wanted to say goodbye to everyone. We had him on. It was a very good interview. Both interviews.
All the interviews were good.
If you didn't see it, go back and watch the playback. And today we started at 6 p.m. with Dan Hurst from 6 to 7. And he's a candidate for mayor here in this beautiful city of Deerfield Beach. And then lastly, we had Chauncey Chapman. He's running for District 4 Commissioner. And we just finished the interview with him. Very good interview. So we got that all over. I don't think we're doing any more interviews. We're done with this politics right now. We may do something on election night.
Let it all play out.
We'll let it all play out, or the day after. I don't know.
Yeah, the day after.
You all have been wearing us out, but it's a much needed. They're much needed podcasts.
Yeah.
We needed to talk about some issues, some comments, some
everything,
rumors. We needed to get all of this out in the open.
And so I think it all was addressed fairly. No one can say they were asked something inappropriately, not fair. The racial questions people were asking were answered. I mean, I think they were answered by both candidates. I don't know if it's to everyone's satisfaction, but whatever issues that were out there, they candidates addressed them.
They're fair questions too. They were fair questions. And then if anybody knows us, anybody knows when you come on this podcast, we don't
Shanghai anyone.
We don't backdoor anybody. All of our questions are fair. We treat everybody with dignity and respect. And we're neutral here. We don't favor one side or the other. We're just interested in the truth and the facts. That's all we care about.
Yeah.
So
it's all it's about. It's always about the truth.
And the truth. And we want to put these candidates out there, put their faces out there, and let them talk to you, and then you make a decision on who you want to vote for, and
election is Tuesday, March 11th.
Yeah.
Polls open up at 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
It's been one of the nastiest elections I've ever seen in a long time, man. It's been personal. It's a lot of jabs, a lot of low blows, but
it's politics.
Nobody said politics is fair, man. This is if you want to be an elected official, you can't have skeletons in your closet because people will pull those skeletons out.
And they're going to look for every advantage they can get on you.
You have to be careful and mindful of what you post on social media 2 or 3 years before you run for office. If you've been supporting a candidate or a party or whatever, you put all kind of comments and racist comments on other platforms or whatever, and you're running for political office, you need to clean all of that stuff up. Don't leave it on there and then come back and when you're already out on the campaign trail and try to clean it up. You should clean all that stuff up. First of all, you shouldn't be putting it on there in the first place. Okay, so I call those keyboard bullies. That's what I call them. You're sitting behind a computer somewhere in the world. You're typing all these racist comments, and you're typing all of this liberal stuff, and you're typing all of this MAGA stuff and all of this and that, and you're going back and forth, and people get real fired up about elections, man. It brings out the worst in all of us, man. And I won't say, all of us, everybody that's included.
Because everyone want their candidate to win, and everyone looking for an edge, and is elections are always tense. It's like, who talking to this person? Who talking to that person? I see this person talking to this person. Man, only thing it's gonna boil down to is who get the most voters out. That's in their camp on election day. All that other stuff about this and that is not gonna mean anything. Tuesday is what's going to matter. Which candidate of all the candidates that can get enough people that believe in them to get out and vote for them. That's what it's gonna come down to. It. All that other stuff doesn't really mean anything. And I just hope after all of this is said and done, whoever win, whoever lose, I just hope they can just take their loss and that's
Try to do better the next time.
Yeah,
that's it.
I mean, let's try to move on as a city. I mean, all that vitriol, hopefully that can be put to rest, which I doubt that's never gonna go away because skepticism is always in the back of people's minds about and motives and everything here in this city is not a conspiracy. I know people think a lot of corruption go on here. I don't believe so. I don't see it, and I know some things can be perceived that way at times. But you know that we always have the inspector general here. If anyone thinks corruption is going on here,
file a complaint.
Go file a complaint. Do it the right way. But I think we trending in the right direction here in Deerfield Beach. That's just my belief. Good things could be better, of course, in our life and everywhere. So I think if we work on ourselves, getting ourselves together first, then I think we can work on getting our beautiful city together.
Yeah. So, like we said, man, we've been on here with guests.
Thank you, Mel.
For a long time. Thank you, Marilyn. Love what you both are doing. Deerfield, get out and vote. Everybody get out and vote. The election is Tuesday, March 11th. We want to get all this election stuff out of the way, man, so we can get on with the business here of the city and trying to build this city up sensibly and smart development. And you don't want to make it like New York City around here. Nobody wants that. But we want District 2. Let me just talk about District 2. We would like our share of the pie. It's this city, this budget is a big pie. We already know 60% goes to public safety and as well as it should be. But that other 40%, District 2 wants a nice little chunk of that 40% because a lot of people here in District 2 feel that for many years that District 2 fell by the wayside. We were overlooked. And we were throwing peanuts over here. And that's just how a lot of people feel, you know. I have personally seen growth here in District 2. With the Breakaway Center. Look at that's a beautiful center. Beautiful center. The Johnny L. Tigner Center. That is a beautiful facility. I hope they get the intercom and all of that stuff out there straightened out. The
middle school,
the PA system, the middle school, the pool,
the buildings off of 44th that over by the Quick Stop over. I mean, growth is here. I mean, I know a lot of people come on here say they don't want no growth. As I always say here on our podcast, we've been here all our life. A lot of people just came here, and to them it looks okay, but I just want people to understand when you've been here as long as us and a lot of us here,
our family,
we like to see things change, and other people here, we like to see things change. I mean, I understand about the spending, but we can still grow here and grow responsibly. We can develop here, but have responsible development. I always hear that. Responsible development. A lot of people say they're not against, that they're not against development, but they just want responsible development. But I mean, again, it is my belief that we need another public safety building.
We do.
I believe we need another up-to-date, modernized city hall, or either add on to it or do something, kind of modernize it, or make it more
Go up. They need to go
friendly,
up.
make it more customer friendly. I mean, you go to City Hall now, and I know these the times we live in. It's like a security zone in there, and I know times have changed. You used to can go in there, and everyone would be able to talk to each other. You would go talk to the city employees. Right now, I guess I hear a lot of people say that's almost impossible. I haven't been up there inside in a while, because when I pay my water bill, I go put it in the drop box. So I haven't been in City Hall in quite a while now.
So you used to have access to go upstairs to the city clerk's office, but everything is you got to get buzzed into everything, and
that's the sign of the times.
A lot of people feel that it's public building shouldn't be restricted like that, and we hear a lot of people complain about it. I personally don't have a problem with it,
No,
but
me either, because I don't go up there. And the only time I go is when I'm going to the meeting, but I don't go inside like we used to back in the days when we worked there.
Right.
So it's different. Things changing here, but I would like to see a more open access city hall, like kind of almost like the old days where where the public was able to go holler at some of the employees. And I doubt if we'll ever see that again, but I like to see sensible development here in this city. I know a lot of the people we had on our podcast, they were complaining about, and when I say complaining, I don't mean complaining. They have a rightful grievance about, like Mr. Chad Stevens said, that his taxes were like, what he said, 14.7. 14.7.
Yeah.
And a lot of the other candidates were saying, and I think those are legitimate things that somehow in the future probably gonna have to be looked at. I don't think they're wrong to be able to bring that up. I mean, they pay their taxes and they have a right to express themselves, but a lot of things in the future are going to have to be looked at. The spending, as far as 60%, the budget, 60% for public safety. I think if we keep going, it's going to be 65% here soon. So I think everyone's just going to have to put their heads together, and the leaders and administration, and try to find a way to, somehow or another to meet in the middle halfway to give some of the people some type of relief somehow. I mean, I don't know if that can happen, but I think if everyone put their heads together and quit hurling insults at each other and just listen to each other, I think we could get there. We could kind of meet in the middle where everyone would like to be. I just don't think the insults and the just insulting each other and calling everyone corrupt and calling every this and that. I mean, I just don't think we're never going to be able to get there like that. That's just my opinion.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Yeah, and Marilyn Strobridge said, safety, everyone going in those places with guns. Yes.
Yeah, you're not even supposed to take a firearm inside of a government building.
Well, you can. Remember, they changed the law.
Well,
just all the commissioners can't. Right,
yeah,
all the commissioners can't be in one place. But yeah, you can carry your firearm in certain government buildings. But I would just ask people to find out the law before you do it.
Yeah, better not go anywhere near a post office with your firearm.
Yeah, no federal buildings, no federal parks or something like that. I believe.
Not even supposed to have a firearm on their property, like in the parking lot. You don't even supposed to have a firearm anywhere near that place. So yeah, you all be careful and read up on your laws, the state laws, or where you can and cannot go with your firearm. Because if you go near a federal courthouse or a post office, you will get locked up. Federal crime. That's a federal crime. So please be careful of where you go with your firearm.
Yeah,
and continue to be responsible. I know you will be. So,
well, I just wanted to say too. Last Monday gone, we had a central campus. Central. What was it called? Central City corridor. Central City
Yeah,
corridor
I
meeting.
I could never. It's a tongue
And-
twister for me. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
and it was well attended. It was like over 50, I would say 50 or more people there. They had like focus groups. A lot of people, came up with recommendations how it should have been done. A lot of people were saying, and I heard a lot of people say this, even some of our leaders running for office saying that, that the city or whoever, someone should go to the property owners first and ask them, are they willing to sell, lease, whatever they want to do, or rent? And had that ever had been done, and we wasn't for sure that had been done before. So everyone, it was a good meeting. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, it was a good meeting.
and I just think it'll just
It
get
didn't last
better.
that long either. It and the food was good too. The little light refreshments that they had, it was good. So I took that home and I ate. That was my dinner for that night. So
A lot of productive stuff came out. They had drawings there of what it could look like. So it was a good meeting. I just hope everyone in the future come out. It was like over 50. I hope maybe the next time we can get over 100 people out. But I agree that I think the property owners down there need to be polled, and let's see where we stand. Are they gonna sell, lease, rent? If not, then it's gonna be like a standstill down there.
you can't keep saying you want development there, but you don't want to budge
Nothing's
on
gonna get done.
on your land. So you can't have it both ways. You can't straddle the fence. Be mindful of that, people. And before I forget, man, I want to. We had a candidate forum up at our church, Greater Bethel AME Deerfield Beach, and it was well attended. It was a good candidate forum. But we want to thank our pastor for allowing us to have it there. The Reverend Dr. Henry E. Green Jr. He and our pastor just went back to school at 68 years young and got his doctorate degree. So Reverend Dr. Henry E. Green Jr., congratulations to you, sir, and thank you. I love to hear you preach, man. I really do. And
Yes.
You keep it exciting, and I love to hear you preach. I love all of the pastors, man. Pastor Bishop Pelt, Bishop Dennis Fullmore, Bowles, Pastor Bowles, man. I love to hear all
He was the speaker.
Dr. Terrence Demetric Ford. I like to hear all of these guys preach, man. I'll tell you, man. Theotis Times, man. I can't forget about Pastor Times over there. First Zion. But thank you, Reverend Dr. Henry E. Green Jr. for allowing us to have the forum there, man. He good guy. Glad to have you as our temporary pastor here in Deerfield Beach. So I don't know, man. What else we're not going to be on here long tonight, man. Our backs are stiff.
Well, I think we gave everyone who wanted to come on our podcast that were candidates. We reached out to everyone. If we didn't reach out, they reached out to us, and we gave everyone an opportunity to come on here. And here we didn't try to censor anyone. We gave everyone a fair chance to come on here. We gave everyone a chance to come again to come back and give their final arguments. Their faith now is in the hands of the voters of Deerfield Beach on Tuesday. So
see what happens.
I just hope we get a massive turnout. The last election, I believe, it wasn't good, and I believe the one before that wasn't
12%.
good. So I just hope we get a massive turnout here, because we got Deerfield Beach is gonna be facing a lot of issues here in the future that I just want everyone to just stay engaged in what's going on. We have a lot of projects going to be coming here. We're going to have the drainage project on MLK. We're going to have the 10th Street expansion. We're going to have over on 11th Way.
Yeah.
We're going to have that over by Cracker Barrel, and the project, turn into two-way on 11th Way into a 4-way with a bike path, a
That's
running
gonna look
trail.
nice. That's gonna look
It's
nice.
gonna look nice.
Yeah, real
That's why I
nice.
say traffic gonna be a
And
nightmare.
don't forget
So,
about Dixie Highway, the beautification.
well, I don't know if we ever gonna get to Dixie anytime
no, I mean the
soon.
beautification, the shrubs,
Oh
the plants.
yes,
They're
yes,
gonna
DOT.
be putting the grass and the plants and the shrubs from 10th Street down to 15th Street. I
Yeah.
believe that's coming up here maybe this year, next year. But they're gonna make that look nice, and then ultimately from 15th Street down to 48th, and then 48th down to Sample.
And also 10th Street from I-95 to Dixie Highway. That's going to be a project there too. So that's why I say traffic is going to be a nightmare. So people
Yeah, it
y'all
is.
just get ready, especially that 10th Street expansion going over to the Sawgrass. It's going to be a nightmare. So just everyone just prepare yourself.
Have
I
to
mean,
leave your houses early to
so
go to work.
don't go to work. Don't go leaving road rage and want to shoot someone and kill someone. Hey, it's going to be a nightmare. But this is project. This is progress. This is progress.
Merrill, I was just getting ready to say, man, all these candidates that's been on our podcast. I'm talking about Dan Hurst. I'm talking about Todd Drosky. I'm talking about who else? Shanesky. Who else? Tom Plout, Chauncey Chapman. You see that Cash App on the bottom of the screen there? $, Adams Brothers podcast. Y'all drop something. We don't care what it is, man.
Yeah, we don't care.
$5, $10, $20, $50, whatever you got. I know you got a few dollars left in your campaign that you need to get rid of. You got to spend it on something. So there it is, the Cash App right there on the bottom.
I'm getting ready
right
to
there.
drop that information in there.
Put it in the chat. $, Adams Brothers podcast, or $, Adams Brothers with the S podcast. Okay, so if you want to drop us something here for being so nice and letting you all on our platform to hopefully get you all elected, don't forget about these Adams Brothers right here. We don't ask for much. You know what I'm saying? We come on here, man, and we just want what's best for our city. That's all. So if you got a little bit left in your campaigns there, you want to get rid of $20, $25 or whatever, $30, whatever, you drop it in. $, Adams Brothers podcast. I think that's all we got for right now. You got anything else you want to say before we get out of here? Because I'm tired.
Yeah, just vote. Please go out and vote. Everyone go out and vote. If you want change, don't complain. You know, everyone loves to come, and I say this all the time.
Yeah.
Everyone loves to complain about the commissioner. The mayor is a position too that everyone gets a chance to vote for. So don't just hold your commissioner, as y'all say, accountable. Hold everyone accountable. The mayor, the commissioners, you know, especially in our community over here, we love to hold our commissioners, whoever they might have been, accountable. But it's like we're afraid to go talk to the mayor, whoever the mayor be. Go talk to them. Build a relationship with them, whether you like them or not. Just build a relationship with them so at least you can go and talk to them. Put the Zelle information in there too, please. But yeah, go build some type of rapport with your elected leaders. Just because you disagree with them does not mean you can't talk to them. I mean, again, we got to get back to the basics of just talking to people. I might have disagreed with whoever was in office and as commissioner here in my district, but I still talk to them. I still call them on the phone, and they know I'm not lying. I never stopped calling them, and I always would just talk, man. I mean, you can't expect the commissioner in whatever district you live in to just know right up off the bat what the expectations are in our district. Everyone got to go back and still talk. Talk to your commissioner. Talk to the mayor. I mean, come on, folks. Let's get it together. Let's move towards that. Let's lose that pettiness, all that bickering and back and forth. And please, y'all, the election will be over with Tuesday. Let's just please be able to move forward with whoever wins.
Whatever happens, we're gonna live with it. So. Good luck to Vice Mayor Todd Drosky. Good luck to Dan Hurst. Good luck to Karen Shelley. Good luck to Dane Shinesky. Good luck to who else am I forgetting?
The district.
Tom Plout.
Yeah.
Good luck to Chauncey Chapman.
Well,
And there was another Mr. Bradley.
Bradley, yeah. Mr. Bradley.
Mr. Bradley, yeah.
Good luck to everyone.
Good
out
luck
there.
to everyone. Chad Stephen, he dropped out of the race, so we
And
wanted to
Carol
wish
Burnham.
him good. Yeah, Carol Burnham wanted to
Yeah.
wish them well as well if they
Yeah.
were still in the race. So we enjoyed having you all on our podcast.
Yes, we did. I enjoyed
And
having everyone on our
you
podcast.
all are welcome back on our podcast. Hey,
Everyone brought some value here to our podcast.
yes, absolutely. So
That was here wanting to run here in Deerfield. So we just want to thank everybody. We want to also thank outgoing Mayor Bill Gans.
yes.
He did his final commission meeting on Tuesday night. We had him on. I wish him well.
Yeah, good luck.
I
to
wish
you there.
everyone well.
Good luck.
I'm telling y'all, I don't have no enemies out there. So that's just me.
So thank you all for participating on our podcast. Thank you all for rocking with the Adams Brothers. We love each and every last one of you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. We're going to keep on podcasting, and we're going to keep on bringing you news and information and the facts that you can rely on here only on the Adams Brothers podcast. Thank you all for watching. Good night, everybody.
Everyone have a safe evening and a safe weekend.